Okay, welcome to our latex workshop. It's for you to do the FYP thesis formatting. Before we start our workshop, let me get a quick survey. Have you all installed the latex in your computer? If you have done so, give me 1 in the chat. And then if you haven't done, give me 0. So let me know, have you done the installations? Okay, so if you haven't done the installation, give you the link over here. But you definitely cannot do it now because it's going to take you more than 1 hour to do the installation. What you can do is just follow along. You can download the template over here, and under the template will be the installation guide. If you are using Windows, you need to download the TechLive images. So you get it from this link. When you open this link, you can see multiple files over here. Choose the largest file. So this one, TechLive ISO, 4 gig file, and download. And then once you have downloaded this one, either this one or this one is actually the same file. You don't need to worry which file should I download. One is with the dates, another one is just without date. So you can use either one. So also this, you can also use this one, it's the same one. It's just with the date and year. So download any file with the 4 gig, the largest file size. One is enough, don't download all. So download one of this, and then you extract it. So you have some folder like this. And then install TechLive with Windows, just run as administrators. And after that, you just install everything. So you just follow the next process and install. This process is going to take you some time. So you can do it now, but definitely you won't be finished it within 1 hour. And then after that, you have the TechLive installed already. You also need to download the LyX editor. So click on this link. And you click on this link. You go to the LyX installer on the window binary here. If you are using 64-bit, you just download this one. The latest version is 2.3.6.1. So you download this one and just follow next to install everything. If you are using Linux, just install TechLive full and LyX packages. Just type in this command here and it will install everything. Okay, so once you have done the installations, you need this template. The template here you can download here. From here you can click download zip. So once you've downloaded the zip file, what you're going to get is this one. The zip file, you extract it out, you have the file like this. Then you go and open the FYP main. So you double click this one, open the FYP main, you will get the file like this. Okay. Then to confirm your installation is working fine, you just click on the eyes over here, or the shortcut is Control R, CTRL R. You click on this one, and then it will generate you the output like this. Okay. So if you see the output can be generated successfully, means your installation is working fine. So everything is correct. Okay. So this is the installation process. You can follow along. For those who just joined in, I paste the link here again. Then you can follow the installation process. So because I think none of you have installed it, so I think we just start now. So we're covering on the FYP LyX Latex. I'll cover on the introduction installation. Now I'll talk a little bit on installations. We will talk a bit on the file structures, how to do the proper formattings and printings. So what is LaTeX? LaTeX is a document preparation system. Basically, it enables you to do the typesetting. So what is typesetting? It means when you are doing a professional documentation, for example, your thesis writing, you definitely need to follow a proper format. So TiUC has its own thesis formattings you need to follow strictly. And if you want to edit all this formatting, it's going to take you a lot of times for doing that. In order to save your time, you can use this typesetting tool we call Text. It's a program. It helps you to do all this formatting for you. So it will save you a lot of time in doing the tedious adjusting on these formattings. Then you can follow more, you can have more time spent in uh, writing your content instead of adjusting the formatting. But this one is not foolproof, it's not 100%. So even though the format have been generated for you automatically, but you still need to do some cross-checking. So it's not 100%. It will be take care of like 80% of that. And remaining 20%, you still need some effort to make sure it's actually following all the formattings. Because sometimes you maybe when you put the contents, you might have some empty pages generated as well. So you still need to do the last checking to make sure everything is working. So basically, LaTeX is a program we are going to use. And some terms here to introduce here. Another one is TextLive. TextLive was just now what you saw over here. The first link here we download is 4 gig file. This one is TextLive. TextLive basically is the distribution settings, the software distribution. It includes all the templates, the common template, for example, IEEE article templates, some articles like Elsevier article templates, those performance, the common article template. You can also have the book template and so on. So this TagLive package, it provide you the templates, it provide you the fonts, it provide you the macro packages. Macro packages is something like library. So when you are doing typesetting, there are a lot of this library involved. It's also providing in the TagLive. Besides TechLive, another one is a MixText. MixText, but I don't recommend you to go with MixText. Previously, we were using MixText, but the MixText is no longer well maintained. It has a lot of problem over here, so I recommend you just go with TechLive. The MixText is also having similar function. It's also doing macro package management, the templates, and also the fonts management. So I want you to understand this framework here when you are doing when you are downloading and installing and also using the LaTeX. So LaTeX is the engine, and then what I'm showing you today mainly on the LyX. LyX is the GUI version. Because LaTeX itself, you need to type the code like this in order to do the typesetting. So it's very tedious. So there's a front-end GUI versions we call LyX. So once you are installed with LyX, what you are dealing with this one. So it's more on the GUI basics. And the LyX here will generate the text. Text is the language. So for this side of typesetting is the text formattings. To generate a text output, it will call the backend engine the LaTeX and use the template like layout, font packages, and referencing styles to produce the output. So all these things here will be managed by TagLive or MixText if you are the old one you are using MixText, but I ask you to use a TagLive. All this is managed by TagLive here. Or you can use the editor TextWorks. TextWorks will allow you to type all these typesetting like this. But I recommend you to use your GUI version. It's much easier. Then it will produce the template for you automatically. Okay. So just for your background information on how everything here works together. So when you encounter all different terms here, you know which parts you are dealing with. When you are installing TagLive, it comes together with a textbook also. So you can find the textbook editor. It's more on the conventional coding stick. So you have the line by line code like this to type in also. But this one is a little bit not very user friendly. Okay. So this is the installation link. Skip here. We look at the file structures. For the template you have just downloaded, you will see some files. The main file is this one, main links, bigger one. So this is the main file. And this PDF file you can ignore, it's just the examples. README you can also ignore. Reference.bib is the reference file. So you can open this one. You can use your notepad or any text editor to open it. I am using VS Code here. So this one is basically a place for you to put in your reference. I will show you later on. And then this is a class file. It defines the formatting for you. And this is a layout file for you to include inside the list. So in short, what is the important files you must have when you have using these templates? So this is the first file, second file, third file, and fourth file. So only these four files is required for you to use the whole thesis template. The rest of the file is not important. If you don't want, you can just delete it. Okay. And then example is for me to use one, so for me to do some demo. Images is those images you want to put in. For example, the logo on the cover page, and also some extra images. So you can put all your images of your thesis inside here, then you can put it later on. Okay. So most important, you have this profile. From time to time, the template will get updated, and then once you get updated, you no need to start everything again. So it's not like Microsoft Word. You need to do everything again. So most of the time, the one defining your format is this one, the class file here. So if you open this, there are a lot of this type setting codes over here. You no need to care what is happening inside. If there is a new template update, I will give you an announcement if there is any. So what you need to do is you go to the same link over here, just download again, and you have this class file downloaded. So this last update was 11 months ago. And you just replace this class file again, and then open the main template here, and then you generate again. So you will always have the latest formatting. You don't need to change all this content here, which is you already start writing your thesis. Your content will be mainly inside this file. So you don't touch it, you just replace this one with a newer version. Then you open the main file here, then you click generate, means this, you click on the eyes icon over here. Then you have the latest template. So this is how you do when you have any latest updates. Okay, so far so good. Any questions so far? Okay, so if no questions, we are going to go through the formattings. Okay, if you can generate this one, so basically your installation is correct. So first thing you need to do is this front method. You need to change this. So title 1, title 2, and title 3. It doesn't mean that you have 3 different titles. It means the title, you have a very long title, you might want to break it into first line, second line, and third line. So for the first line, for example, guide training equipment with partial weight. So this is the first line. And then second line is bearing system and auto braking. Sometimes you might have some terms, for example, short form or whatsoever. So you might need to break it properly. It won't break it for you automatically. So make sure you put it in the first line, second line, and third line properly. And then author, change it to your name. So this is your name. And then department, make sure you put in your right department, your registration, student ID. Student ID is not on your cover page. Student ID is on the acknowledgement. This one is on the FYP thesis. Department, academic year. So the latest academic year will be 2021 to 2022. And then your supervisor names. Supervisor particular, this one maybe no longer needed because last time it's required, but now I think no longer needed. You can remove it, you just delete it like that. Or you don't want to delete it, maybe you build it someday later, maybe you find it, still use it, you can comment it. So you just put the percentage sign over here, then you are commenting it. So commenting it, then you won't show in the generated output. Degree, your degree name, and dates. That is the date you are submitting the thesis. Maybe it's 2022, somewhere around May or April. So Just put a date here, 4th. And year will be 2022. So this is, you put in a particular, and then there are two different options here, proposal and thesis. If you are writing proposal, you will just use the proposal one. If you are writing thesis, you just uncomment this one. But remember to comment the first one. You don't use both. So proposal, you can see here, project proposal of something. And then you don't have this cover page, first page, and so on. So if you are doing thesis, you use the second one. So you have more pages over here. So let me show you. Click generate. So you have this cover page with the title, your name, supervisor name. If you have supervisor particular, you follow behind here. For now, don't have. Or make a program, department, faculty. This year is academic year and copyright year. You have the declaration with your registration numbers. This date here is date over here. Then you can put on your signatures, acknowledgements, so on. Okay. For proposal, you don't have acknowledgement. This acknowledgement is for the thesis, so we FYP2. So for if you are doing proposal, you can just delete this part, but remember to add back this part later on when you are doing the thesis. Okay. So this one you can just delete it if you are doing proposal. Right. Let's see any questions. Any questions so far? Okay. No. So let's continue. Okay. Acknowledgement, you can type a content over here. This one you can safely remove it. This lip sum is for me to generate some random text to display here. You can just delete it and replace with your own content. And don't delete this one, add contents line. So this one is for you to generate the table of contents. So once you generate this one, the table of contents is also generated for you automatically. So I have this one here is for me to generate a line of table content with referring to the page numbers here. Okay. So if you remove this one, you won't be having in your table of contents. Abstract, table content, list of figure, list of table, all generated for you automatically. So the list of figures, list of tables here. The formatting also for following the chapters 1.1, 1.2, and so on. So even for reference also generated for you, you have the navigation bar for you, and also the appendix. For now, we don't have any appendix. I will show you how to do it later on. Okay, this is the first part on the front matters. One thing to take note and check on the capitalizations, especially on your title. So you can put it in the capital letters. Make sure you double check on your capitalizations on the first page of this one, and also for the second page of this one. So make sure all the capital. This one is only first letter is capital, as are small letter. So make sure everything is correct. Okay. Next, we move on chapter, section, subsection, moving between section. Okay, all this is the chapter. Let's say you want to add a chapter. This is introduction, literature review. So you have the new chapter. So how you are going to add it? You can add methodology, the next chapter, and then you have results, discussion, and you have conclusion. Then you can just select this one, click over here, chapters. Okay, if you couldn't see it, zoom in a little bit. So you click over here, standards, chapter. So you click on this chapter here. You will have this one, chapter 3, methodology, result, discussion, conclusion. And then you want to do the subsection, for example, project overview, methodology 1, methodology 2, and so on. This one can be your subsection. So you just highlight this one. Same things, you go to here, then you can select sections. Okay. So this one will become 5, 6, 7. You don't need to care about these numbers here. It will automatically number for you later on. So you have a subsection, you have subsection 1, I have subsection 2, and then maybe I have subsection 1, subsection 2. So this one is subsection. Highlight this one, go to here, and you can choose subsection. Another one is subsection, also the same. Choose the subsection from here. So go back to here, then we can choose the subsection. Click the wrong one, define. Okay, subsection. Okay, don't have too many subsection. The one is subsection is the smallest. So click generate. Wait a while. Then you have your methodology here. You have a project overview, subsections, subsections, and all these will be included also in your table of contents. So methodology, project overview, subsection, subsection, and so on. Okay. Then what you need to do is just put your content over here. You type all the paragraph under the corresponding sections. Okay. So this is how you do the chapter, section, subsection, and subsection. So you want to move between sections, you can click on the outline. You toggle this outline here. So for example, I have these sections, maybe subsection 1 and subsection 2. Maybe the content is want to move from this section, you go this section first and go to your section. You can cut and paste, but this is one method. You can cut it and then you can paste it over here in one way. Or you don't want to do that, another method, you can go on this navigation bar over here. So over the left here, so let's say you want to move these sections, you can go to the bottom, you can just click this one. So it will be moved to the top. Okay, you can see my subsection has been moved up. Okay, subsection 2 first, then only become subsection 1. Okay, the whole section will move up together with the subsection also. Okay, so you can click on the up and down to move the section along. You can even move it to different chapters. So let's say I want to move it to another chapter, maybe the visa discussion. So the whole section have been moved together with my subsection have been moved to the result and discussion. Yeah. So once you move this, you generate again all this table of contents, all this will be updated for you automatically also. So you no need to worry regarding the numbering. For example, you might have some figures labels. For example, this one is figure 1.1. It's chapter 1, first figure. So in chapter 2, if you move this one to the next chapter, this one will automatically change for you figure 2.1. So let's say I have these figures. I try to move for you. I have these figures. Later I show you how to do the figure. Let's say I have this figure. I want to move it to chapter 4. So let me put it here. So when I click generate, so this figure will be moved to chapter 4, no longer here, and will become figure 4.1. So go to result. So it become 4.1. So all this will be generated for you automatically. Okay. So this is a chapter. So next we go on to the space bar. The space bar is managed for you. So let's say you have a paragraph. Okay. You want to put a space bar here. You can see when I keep pressing my space bar here, I can only have one space here. So if I remove it, you go back to one space bar. So this one is make it consistent. You don't have double space bar or accidentally have more than one space bar. So you cannot have like you get a space bar to add extra spaces. It's not possible. So just to take note on it. So even though you copy paste some text from other places, let's say you are using Microsoft Word, The beautiful thing is it will also manage the spacebar for you. Let's say I have Microsoft here, I have some very long spacebar. I copy this text, I put it over here. You can see the extra space have been removed for you. Okay. So this one is your spacebar. And we move on to the next one, itemized item and number item. So let's say you want to do a list, how you can do it. So you can have the list 1, list 2, list 3. So for this listing, you just select and click on this one, number listing. Okay, you can see this 1, 2 over here. You can click on this, you have the 1, 2, 3. Or you can click on the bullet, then you have the bullet listing. Okay, so it's just beside. So if you don't want, you back to the normal paragraph, you just click on this one, default, then you back to the normal paragraph. So this one I can back to the normal paragraph, this one. So it will be like this. Okay. And you no need to care too much regarding, maybe I click on this just now. Okay. It looked like a little bit misaligned over here. You no need to worry on this thing. Once you generated, this thing will be fixed for you. What you need to do is always, after generated, you go and open file and do some cross-checking. Okay. So this is how you can do the listing, itemize and number listing. And then you have paragraph alignment. So let's say you have many paragraphs. Let's get some random text over here. So we'll keep it there. Not encourage you to copy from Wikipedia, but I just here to get some random text. Copy. Put it in metaphor. E. Okay. So I have the paragraph here, but you can see the first paragraph is not indented, right? The second paragraph is indented. So this thing is over here only, but you know when you generate it out, it will be correct one. Methodology 2. So you can see it's indented for you. So you no need to worry on this paragraph indentation. Okay. If you sometime maybe in some cases you don't want this paragraph to be indented, so how you can adjust this? You can click on the paragraph settings, top right here, paragraph setting. You click on this one, and you have this indent paragraph. You just untick this one. Okay. Then this paragraph won't be indented for you. Okay. So it's just for some special case or special requirement. You don't want this paragraph to be indented, then you can use this method. So the second paragraph won't be indented for you. Okay. So these paragraph alignments. So next thing we look at equations. So if you want to put equations, you can see the symbol here, this one, insert max. So you can click on this symbol, insert max. Then you have the max insert equation here. So equation, we have three types of equation. The normal one, inline formula, display formula, and equation array environment. Inline, display, and equation array environment. So what is inline formula? Inline formula is in line with your text. So let's say you have the text over here. Maybe you just want to do E equal to mc squared. This is inline formula. Okay. And then you can copy this one, put it here. And then I show you display formula. Display formula will be at the center. Then you want to do some numbering. You can just click number this line. So you have the numbering here. And then I show you another one is the equation array. So you can click on equation array. You can add multiple lines. For example, you are showing a derivation. Yeah, something like that. Then you can number the whole formula. So let me show you the effects. So this one is inline formula is together with your text. And then you have the second one is a display formula. Display formula, if we have here, we have the equation label at the back, equation 3.1, so that you can refer back later on. And equation array will be something like that. Okay, you can label on every single line, or you don't want, you can just label on one line, so you can just cancel this one. We just maybe on label on the last formula, number this line. So only the last line have the equation numbering. So the previous line won't have the equation numbering. So up to you. Okay, see here. So this one only the last line have the equation numbering. The rest don't have the equation numbering. And then with this equation here, it's very convenient for you to type a complex equation. So you have all the symbols and syntax over here. So for example, you might want to type some complex formula. So let me show you. So let's say I want to type display formulas. Maybe y equal to, I can just put the fractions. So click on this one, the fractions. Then maybe plus minus on this side, plus minus b square. Forgot one of the using b square. Then square roots 4ac 2a. Okay, so this is somewhere I forgot the formula, maybe something like okay. So this is how you can type the equation. You have all the symbols over here. Different symbol alpha, beta. So if you know the name, you can just type it like backslash, maybe like alpha. So you have this one, beta, omega, delta. Okay. So you will remember. If you don't remember, you can just click over here to get all the symbols over here. So you have different brackets, the the superscript, underscript, all these things over here. Okay. You can easily change this one to equation array anytime. Then you can add the line here, more lines, so you can align all the symbols. If you don't want the line, you can just click on this one to delete. Okay. So you have green color and red color for you to add and delete the different lines. Okay. This one is on equations. So let's see any questions so far. Any questions so far? Okay. No. So let's proceed. Next one will be on figures. You want to insert the figures. So let's say I want to insert a figure over here. So insert figure is a little bit more step here. The first step you need to do is to click on this one. You see insert figure flux. So click on this one. Then you have the figure like this. So from here you can type in the figure caption. This is my figure caption. Okay. And then figure label is under the figure. So you can hit enter. So on top of it, you can just click another one. So this one, this symbol here, insert graphics. You can see this one, insert figure flood and insert graphic. So this one one page one, figure flood, graphics. So you insert graphics, then it give you a dialog. So you can browse some figures. So just now I have some images over here. I just use this image example, put in this image here. But you can see this image is not the center. So you go back to the paragraph settings. This button here, paragraph setting. Click on the paragraph setting. Then alignments, you put it to the center. Okay. Okay. So you have the figure like that at the center. So see the effect, click generate, see what we are going to see at the outputs. So you have this figure here. Okay. Maybe you say, hey, this figure is too small. How I can scale it? So either you increase the size, but another way you can scale is over here. You click on this image, you can set the width of this image. This is something I usually do. You can scale this image by percentage. Maybe 100% not enough. You can scale it to 100%. But this is not something I usually do. What I usually do is set it to a width. So width you can set as cm, but normally I will do is tag width. Tag width means like the output here. Text width is from here to here. This is your tag width. Okay. So how many percent? 100% will be your picture will be occupying here to here. So normally if say you want the picture to occupy like 80%, you can just put an 80%. Then the picture will be scaled for you automatically. You no need to worry to adjust all this manually one by one. You can see the size here is 80%. The width here is from here to here. So now it's occupying 80%. Of course, this picture is small. Then you want to check another pictures. You can just click on this. Maybe just check this on this pictures. So this picture is very large, but you can steal it proportionally to also 80%. Okay, so you can see here, I didn't adjust anything. It's still 80% from here to here. Okay, this is my pictures. When you see maybe this one is too big, it's blocking your view, you can click on these pictures. Next option, scale on the screen. This one what you see. Maybe I just want to put it 30%, so it's making it smaller. But it doesn't affect your output. This one is just for you to see. Maybe too small already, 50%. Okay. So this is how you adjust the figures. Always remember this one figure caption is under the figure. So you don't put it wrongly. So you can, this one is wrong. So always make sure it's above your figure captions. Okay. So what other things you can adjust? So you want to replace the picture, you can just change another pictures here. So if you have multiple picture, you no need to repeat all these steps for this. You can just copy paste picture. So you can copy paste, then you have another same picture. Then click on this, you just replace with another picture. So maybe it's this one. Okay. Then all these settings still the same. It's still 80%, and all the settings still the same. So you no need to go repeat all these steps again and again to produce multiple pictures for you. Okay, so let's click the generate and wait a while. Okay, I have this picture for me. Okay, but you can see why this picture is over here and another picture is over here. The alignment is different. Why is not next to each other? Like after this picture is this picture. By default, this one is you find an empty space. Normally, it's the starting of the page to place. So you want to adjust this alignment, you can go to right click on the figure flat, go to settings, and then default placement is we place it randomly. So you can just click on this one. Here if possible, or here definitely. Okay, or to the top of the page, bottom of the page, and up to you, which one you prefer. If you really want it to be here, you can put it here definitely. Okay, I can do it for the same. Untick this one, here definitely. So one I have here definitely, I click on generate. So my picture will be next to each other. So after figure 3 by 1 will be my 3 by 2. So it's definitely will be here. After this text here, your figure 1, figure 2. Okay. So this is the figure placement. And this one is not only you can put figure, because sometimes the figures, if it's not in high quality, when you zoom in, you can see it's become like this. It's not good. So it's not in high quality. You can replace the picture figure with the PDF. For example, you have some images like this. Check it. This is a PDF. So just make it larger. Yeah. So this is a PDF. So I open all for you. So under these examples. So this is a PDF. Some software, for example, Python, or you are using MATLAB, you have the graph. you can export this graph as PDF. So if you export this graph as PDF, this one is meta file. When you zoom in, you won't see the sawtooth. See? So this one is meta graphics. So we call vector graphics. So you can also include this one. So for this kind of graph, when you zoom in, even though you have multiple graphs, so you won't see it be very, very small. So let me click generate. So we zoom in, so you can see this one is still in nice quality, no matter how large you zoom in. Okay. So you can use a PDF. Not only PDF, you can support multiple different formats. PDF is one of them. You can also if window meta file, WMF file, or SVG. If you have some SVG file, it's also can. The one SVG file is also vector graphic, so you can zoom in to have unlimited zoom without having sawtooth. Okay, if you have one figure, you can do it this way. Another way, you have multiple figure, maybe some you can see some in some articles, you can see the figure is like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6 figures. So how you can do that? You same things, you can go to figure flux, and then this has many sub figures. Okay, so inside this figure flux, you insert again the figure flux, and this sub figures A. Inside this sub figure A, you insert your figures. For example, I can get just now the image here, carbon. Okay, I have this figure image. So I make it to the center, and I adjust the width to be okay. Now I want to do 4 figures, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the overall occupy 80%. So one of these will be occupying 40% of your tag width. Adjust this one 40%. Then what I do is I copy paste it on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If you want, you can adjust this one to the center also. Just for this one doesn't affect the output one, doesn't. Just put it in center. So let's see the effect. Four of these pictures. Then yes, this nicely arranged for me, A, B, C, D. Then you can label them with subfigures. You can just put the figure caption here, maybe over here. A, blah, blah, blah. And then B, something else. And C, so on. Okay. We can also put some labels over here if you want, but normally it becomes very messy. I prefer to put it at the back here, so you have some labels. Okay. So this is how you put the subfigures. Then you can adjust accordingly. Let's say you want it to be larger or smaller, just adjust the size. The rest of the figure, you can just change to another figures. So maybe I do want this carbon, I can put it on fibers, another figures here. So this one maybe a graph. Let's see. So I have some alignment like this. Of course, this picture is not in the same size. This one is a little bit rectangular. This one is square. So you will see some misalignments here. But generally, the width is the same. So it's still 40% of your page width. Okay. So this is how you can put the subfigures. Alright. So next one will be on tables. Table is more or less the same. So if you want to insert table, let me move this figure aside. Go paragraph. Then insert tables.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Dr. Lam. I think there is a
Yes.
question in the chat box.
If I copy text from Word to LyX, we keep the word formatting or just recognize plain text. It always be plain text. So no matter what formatting you have here, you can have like bold, italic, everything. You copy to the LyX here, it will become plain text. Okay? Because LyX wouldn't want to take care all this formatting. You won't inherit any formatting from other places. Even though you copy from website or whatsoever, it will always remain as plain text. Okay, Nicholas? Equation in Word doesn't work. Yes. Equation you need to type it again. In Word it doesn't work. You need to type it. But typing in LyX is much faster than you type in words. Word you need to definitely is a painful job for you to type equation in words. So I recommend you to type again using LyX. Always type again the equation because I have seen many students they don't type the equation. What they do is they go and look at articles, they crop it as a picture and put it inside. This is not the proper way of doing it. So always retype the equation. Okay, any other questions? No, so let's continue. Uh, we insert the tables. Table is just beside here. Just now this one is bigger flood, right? So this one is table flood. We insert table flood and then insert the table. So this one is one pair. Table flood and table. So first we insert table flood. So you have the table. This is my example table. And remember, table, the caption is above the table. So this one you need to do it manually. The formatting won't take care for you. Then table, you can just drag how many table you want. So row and column. Yeah, just drag this one. Then same thing, I can adjust it to the meters. This one is title, contents, contents. You can see the table lines here has double lines here, right? So double line here, you can just go to the bottom. You see this one? This bottom line, just untick it. So you won't have double line for a table. Okay. So you can play around with this one. You don't have uh, any order for this table. Also, you can just do it. You up to you for you how to format the table. And then one thing I want to show you is, let me see the output first. Click on this. Say, where's the table? Okay, here we go. So this is my table. And then if you have some long content over here, put it here. Put it in next column. Put it in another column. Here, put it in the column here. So when I generate, see, okay, now the thing whole table is the format not correct already. Because it's too long. So how you format it is you go to the column there, where right click settings, and you can see the width here, how many centimeters, or you can just put it in text width also can. Maybe it's like 20%. This one you can just setting it, change it to 20%. So maybe this one change it to maybe 15%. You need to change the column width 50%. Last one, this one maybe I change it to 15%. Okay, so when you generate again, the table will be in the correct column width. Okay, that is alright. So you want to add more line, you can always put it at bottom here, add row. You can see the here, add row, and add column, delete row, delete column. So if you want to move up, move down the row, up to you. So you can play around with this. It's very convenient. Table, the location also, you have this default placement or here definitely. If you want the table to be here, you just click here definitely. Okay, so the table will appear. For now, we won't appear right after the paragraph. You click on get definitely, it will appear right after your paragraph. I think it's because of this. Yes. here right after this paragraph here. Okay. So this is how you can put the figure and table. Okay. Short caption. Okay, sometimes you might have the very long figure caption like this. And then if you take this one from articles, maybe you have a very long figure captions. And then when you might have some reference also. Because I will show you what is the reference, so I manually type some reference over here. We are using Harvard referencing, maybe Harvard 2020. Okay. And then maybe you have John 2021, for example. So you are taking all these referencings when you generate the figures, then it become very long figures over here together with the referencing at the back. So if you go to the table of contents, this is not beautiful. You see list of figures, this is very, very long. Then it become like this. So you can put a shorter caption over here without the referencing here. So how you can do this? After this one, you can put a insert title. Okay, insert. I already inserted. So you go to back here in the caption here. Go to insert short title. Insert short title. So when you click it, you will see your title is being replicated, but you don't want all this. Maybe if you just want the shorter caption like that. This is a shorter version. Bigger. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and generates. You see? So this one is a shorter version. You don't have the reference at the back here, but once you click on this caption, the original caption is still here. Okay. So this is a shorter one in the list of figures, and your original caption is still here. Alright. So this is how you can do the short caption. And then next will be citation, hyperreference, cross-referencing, and using label. Okay, how you can put the citation? For example, you want to refer to these figures. One thing and you take note, this figure is a capital letter. In formatting, in text also we do it in capital letter. So how you do that? Maybe after you put the figures, then you can use referring to figure. You need to put in capital F, a figure. These figures here, you can just put a label at the back of this caption here. This short title, you can just cross it. Okay, you see this one, insert label. Click on this one, insert label. Then you have a label settings. You can put on any name, or maybe this one, if you don't want to make it longer, you just put in figure 1. Then you have this label here. Then you can copy as reference, put it over here. Okay, copy as reference, put it over here. And once you generate this one, you will have the figure 3 by 1, referring to figure 3 by 1. This is not readily generated, so you can see figure 3 by 1 is on this figure. Even though you move this tag or this figure to some other place, let's say this one in the conclusion, of course it shouldn't be conclusion referring anything, you just try to put it here for you to see. It will always be the correct figure 3 by 1. It will generate for you. So you see figure 3 by 1 over here. Even you move your figure to other place, as long as you have the figures follow with you, it will be correct. Unless you accidentally deleted this figure, deleted this label, let's say I deleted this one, so you see broken. So then you cannot generate this one. So make sure it's always having the correct value. So you remove the label, then it will become broken. So not only this, maybe this one is still on the same page, maybe in some other page, for example, in another chapter, you want to refer this figure, you can click on this reference on page. So you click on this one. So amazing things will come out. So you say figure 3.1 on page 10. So click on this to have the figure 3.1 on page 10. So all this also generated for you automatically. So just want the reference, or you have the bracket, you have the numbers on page, reference on page. So up to you which format you want to use. But always you need to type in the figures. And one more thing to highlight on is the protector space. Usually for figures, you come together with the protector space. The reason is, let me show you some random text. Okay, you see, this one, if you add some text, coincidentally, someone do want to break into two, be broken into two. Figure 3.1, so 3.1 go to the bottom already. So how you make sure this figure 3.1 always come together, you can add a protector space here. You can insert formatting protector space. Okay, the shortcut is control spacebar. Control spacebar. So once you click control spacebar, you have this protector space like this. Okay. So with this protector space, it won't break into two. It will go to the next line or will fit inside this line here. So if you don't have protector space, you go to figure 3.1, go to the next line. So now I have protector space. You can see it will try to fit within the same line. So or if you cannot fit in, the whole figure 3.1 will go to the next line. Okay. So while you're doing figures or you're doing table, you can always put in, let's say this table, I put in the labels, insert the label. Maybe this is table 2. Then I copy this one as reference. Then at text here, I put the text. Referring to table, put a protector space, paste it. Okay. Control space bar, paste it. So this protector space. How you can refer to table, figures, and if you want to refer to sections also can. So beside these sections, put the labels. I don't remember it. I can copy this one as reference. So referring to section, put a protector space also. Paste this one. You can refer to anything. So even the equation just now, this equation, you can also put a label here. Equation 3. So just copy as reference. Then you put this one. Equation also you need to type it. Okay, so this is how you can refer different section. You can refer chapter, you can refer section, figure, equations, table. Most everywhere you can refer. Even paragraph also can. So just put the label at the correct location, then you refer to different. But equation, you don't need to type equation because it's already equation for you. So you don't need so just the equation like that. So it won't appear equation. Okay. So this is how you do the labeling and also cross-referencing and citation. Okay, the last thing will be on citation. Citation here, you have this part, bib text generated bibliography. This part you don't remove. You click on this. We are using AGSM. AGSM is a Harvard referencing style. One question the student always like to ask me, why we are using AGSM instead of Harvard? This one is the name only. Don't be too particular on it. It's just a name. Yeah, this AGSM is same as the Harvard referencing style. And another thing is our FYP template, FYP guideline given to you, the hardware referencing style might have some discrepancy. So you no need to care on that. You just use on this hardware referencing style. So it will always be correct one. Okay. Then you have the database is this reference. So this reference is actually referring to the file I showed you just now. This one, reference.py. So if you open this one, you will see all your reference being placed over here. Then how you can put in the reference, let's say under here, you want to refer the text. Then you can click on this one. Beside the labels, you have this insert citation. Okay, insert citation. You click on the insert citation, it will give you the list. So just find which one you want to refer. So double click on this one to include it and click OK. But some of this is not in proper format. I just randomly put in some. Okay. So you have the reference style like this. Then you click generate. Okay, so you can see the name of the author is over here. So all these everything will be generated for you. You have more than two authors will generate this all for you. Then you go and reference. You have this A to Z sorted for you. Okay, so this is how you can produce the reference. You can always click inside the reference here, and then you can add and delete all different references. The rest you don't need to change anything. So just put in the like that. Okay. So I repeat the step. Click on this one. Insert citation. So go ahead, click insert citations to any part you want to cite. Insert citations. Then double click on any article you want to refer. So some of this, maybe this one. Okay, so you have this. Okay. Okay, the question is how we can produce this reference list. So if you are using some reference manager, for example, Mendeley, it can generate for you. Or if you are using Google Scholar, one thing you can produce is maybe just machine learning. Okay, let's say I want to find the machine learning articles, recent 5 years one, and then I just want to cite this one. I click on cite, and then you go to this pip text, right? Click on this pip text. So you have this one. So you just copy, paste. Oh, my copy paste function doesn't work so here. Copy, paste. Okay. So you have this one for you to refer. And then for you to cite this article, you can see this label, winner 2022 guide. So save this one. Then you want to cite this one, come to here, click on the insert. You see this screener 2022 guide. Of course, you can filter also here. You just search screener about it. If you have a lot of references, so you click on this one, then you can see on these articles. So we generate and see what's the outcomes. You will have the chapter 4. Okay, so the citation over here. So click on this one to come to here. Okay, it's all done for you. This is a different way for you to do this. And one thing for you to take note on, you don't always copy paste all these things, because sometimes you have this like double dash, all these you need to always check on. And for some of the IEEE articles, you can find some IEEE articles. For some IEEE articles, sometimes this thing is terbalik one. This one is still correct. Because sometimes the journal name is terbalik. You become Vehicle Technology Magazine and then IEEE, comma IEEE at the back. So this one you still need to correct it manually. You don't always copy paste everything here. Okay. So always check on this. And another thing is you might have some strength issue over here. Let's say for this case here, I just put in this article as example. I'm not sure this one will give you some error. Hey, no, not this one. Okay, I have a symbol over here. Let's see when we cite this one, will give us any error or not. So what's the name? Yeah, 2018. Okay, so search it. Yeah, 2018. I will cite this one. So try to generate. See if it give us some error or not. Nope, this one I think is working fine. Okay, this one is still working fine. And sometimes it will have some error if with some special letter. For example, um, some author name is very. It's not a standard English letter. How do I give examples? Some author are those maybe they are Germany's or they are their name is a little bit different one. You have some special letter. For now, I couldn't find any. Maybe try to search some. This okay, something like this. You might see this type of letter in their name. Maybe this author has this kind of special letter. Sometimes it might not work. So you try to generate again and see. Sometimes it might not work. And then another case is you might have some their title might have some special character. For example, yeah, symbol like this, sharp or something else. The special letter. Is it still working? Oh, because it's more author is already cut short, so it's still okay. So maybe you have some special symbol like this. This one should give you some error. Yeah, you see? You cannot use macro parameter in horizontal mode. So on this case, if you can read the description here, it's on something like machine learning for something, so you know this in the reference. So how you can do how you can tackle this issue is you can just escape it using the backslash. You really want this symbol to appear, or you don't want, you can delete it, but it doesn't reflect the actual title. Maybe the title has some special symbols, so you just escape it. So make sure you don't have this. Maybe sometimes it's also like this kind of quote also. You also need to escape it like that. Okay, just put the backslash there, then the problem will be fixed. So always double check this reference list. So you have error. Normally, when generating this, you have error. Usually, it's referring to the reference. So let's try. Let's see this one here. Special character first. Yes, correct. So you can see the sharp is over here correctly. So no error is produced. Alright. So always double check on this thing on the citation. Okay. So this is how you can generate citation. But of course, this is a little bit manual. If you are using you're attending the library course on the Mendeley, you can just in the Mendeley there you can just export it. So you once export everything will be in place like this. So you just copy paste. Okay. Any questions so far? So no questions. Let's move on. Page break. Page break is sometimes you might see some. Let's see, got any. Okay, you might need to start something at a new page. Okay, maybe after one paragraph of this, you might want to start on a new page. For example, over here, a new sections. You do one in the same page. So how you can do this? In sections. This one is section. Yeah, you want to start this section in a new page. You go on top of it, enter, insert, formatting, page break. Okay. So you can see this one page break, insert, formatting, page break. Okay. So once you do the page break, you will break this one into another page. So this 2.1 will start with a new page. You see, it's 2.1. But of course, this table I didn't put it in exact location. It's floating around. Don't care this. If you want, you can just change this table here. Setting here definitely. Okay, then it won't be floating around. So I will start a new section in a new page. Sometimes you need to check also it's not 100% foolproof because you may see some of the contents, especially you have a very large picture. Maybe you have still a lot of space over here. Maybe it's just like one or two sentences, but your picture is too large. You cannot fit inside here, and you put here definitely. Then your picture start a new page, and you leave a very big empty spaces over here. So you always need to come back and adjust either the page break, or you adjust your position of your figure where you put it, or adjust the size of the image. So make sure you fit it nicely. So it won't take care of this for you. So after you ready everything, you still need to scroll it from the beginning to the bottom, see anything not very nice, and you still need to fix it a little bit. Okay, but it tackle 80% of the issue for you. And then appendix. Appendix again, this thing don't remove. And you can put the appendix over here. So a lot of students like to put in the PDF, for example, a data sheet or some file they're referring. So how you can put it? Well, you can put in files, external, PDF, insert, files, external material. So over here you can browse, not external material, correct? Insert, file, external material. And then this one template here is chess diagram. Of course, you don't want it, you want the PDF pages. Then you can browse. I have some examples. Yeah, this one. This is one of the data sheet. And then by default, you put it like this, you only insert one data sheet for you. So you can see I have only one page. Maybe I want to insert multiple page. Let you see how the data sheet looks like first. So this is my data sheet. I have 8 pages over here. So maybe I want to insert the first 3 pages. So how I can do this? Click on it. Go to the second page. You can see the guideline over here, example. For a specific rank of page, you just type page, what's the range. So go to the second page. You just type pages equal to maybe 1 to 3. Yeah, I just want these 3 pages. Scale on the screen, you can put 100%, or you can put it one smaller, you can put it even smaller. Okay, so let's generate and see outputs. I should have the first 3 pages of my appendix inserted. Okay, you see 1, 2, 3, 3 pages. You say, hey, there's empty spaces over here. Right? Always start with a new page because this is a full PDF page. You start a new page. So how you get around this? You just use the figure flood. You click on the figure flood. You remove the figures. This one. Move this one inside. Move this one inside. Then it will start in the same page. You remember your figure flood? You can put in a PDF. Okay. So mix together already. Maybe you need to break it out a little bit. Copy this one. Put it at the bottom. And then the bottom one, I don't need the figure floods. Okay, the bottom one, I don't need a figure flood. This one, I just need the first page on the first one because I want to appear in the same page. And this one, I need the second and the third page. This is how I do it. Then it will appear nicely. This one is 3 pages combined together in one page already. So you see, this one first page is correct, the second page and the third page. Okay. And then maybe you want to add some captions. Maybe you just want to put it at appendix 1. So you can put in over here, appendix 1. Then you can choose on this one, section. Okay. Then you have the name here, section, appendix 1. Or you don't want the numbers also can. This one is with the numbers one. You can click on this section. You can see you have two parts. Section and section star. Section star is a number, no number one, section star. Section is with the numbers one. Just now I click on section. Same go to chapter. Chapter you have the number one and a number one. But we didn't use it. Well, to this one, we don't want to put number, you can click section star. Section star, when you click it, you have this one without numbers. Then you have only appendix 1, the text without the 5.1 over here. Okay, so this is the sections. Or you can put in a chapter, you think the text is too small, just put in a chapter star, and you have the bigger text. Like this. Okay. So this is how you can insert the appendix. Yes, I think I have covered most of the thing already. A few tips for you for enhancement is, let's say you are during the last document, you always need to refer some part. Maybe you are writing result and conclude discussion. You need to refer to literature review, methodology, or your result. So the quick way for you to do it is your view. You can split to left and right or upper and lower half, up to your preference. I prefer the left and right because my screen is longer. So you can have the left and right. It's still the same document. So I can work on my methodology while referring to the literature review. So this is a tip for you. So if you don't want, you can cross current view, just click view, split left and right. So this is a tip for you. Another one is the language checking. For this language checking, the English checking is not as good as Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word has a very good language checking ability. So you can check your language in some other places using Camry or whatsoever. Just press it over here. Here, what you can do over here is just normal spelling checking on it. You don't have any syntax checking. Even you are using wrong grammar, it won't tell you. So you want to turn on the spelling checking, you just click on document settings. Where is it? Language. Sorry, not here. Spell checker, I think. Not this one. Let me buy preference. Language settings. Spell checker. Okay, it's over here. Tools. Okay, tools. Preferences. Go to this one. Language settings. Spell checker. Spell check continuously. Just turn on this one. So it will check for spelling for you. Spelling on it, it's not grammar. Spelling on it, you type a word wrongly, so it will tell you it's a wrong word. but it won't check any grammar. So this is the limitation of this LyX. It won't check the grammar for you. For grammar, you still need to use other either Microsoft Word or other tools like Grammarly to check it. Okay. Okay, that's it. I have covered most of the formatting things. For printing wise, you want to print your thesis in the hard copy. So you can save it first as file. Put it over here. You can open with Faucet Reader. I just show you one example. Maybe you are using Acrobat or whatsoever. When you are doing printing, Control P, always make sure you are using the correct uh, settings. Okay, you don't click on fit to printer margin. Scale, either you put it non-scale, means 100% scale, or you custom scale, make sure it's always 100%. The scale is here. Then when you print out, it will always be the correct A4 format. Oh, this one is already A4 format. Okay. Your printer, it allow you to select paper, you also need to select A4. You don't click the fit to printer margin, your sizing will become incorrect. So either you custom scale always 100%, or you put it in non-scaling. Okay. So this is for printing purpose. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? So I know you got question one, just you don't know how to ask. How you can reach me? You can use Google Chat, get my email. If you have any question, just drop me a Google Chat. You want to join Discord, you can click on this. The Discord link is over here. You want to join Discord, you can find me also. Last time I was using Google Classroom, but Google Classroom, I don't know why when there are too many students, when the student ask question, I didn't get notification. So I don't know until the student go and message me. So I don't want to use Google Classroom because there are too many students over there. So you can just drop me a chat, or you can join the Discord and then drop me a message. Okay? Any questions so far? DCATW. Can share the link for DC. Okay, Discord all the way, right? Yeah. You want to use Discord? I share the Discord link over here. You can join the Discord. Okay, some extra tips. These are based on the previous student asking FAQ. This is just now some of the common issue. The reference, all these are special symbol. You always need to escape it using the backslash. This is one of the common asking question. Printing away 100% scaling. Figures insertion problem. You don't always every time go and insert figure flood and then insert graphic. You will waste a lot of time here. If you have a lot of figure, normally I just do it for the first time. The rest of the time, all these figure table, I always copy paste one. So you just copy this table, go to another page, you paste it, okay? Then you just change the content. Then you no need to adjust all the position, sizing, all these issue. You no need to adjust it anymore. Okay, you can always copy paste, and even though the figures, you can just, let's say I have these figures, have adjusted, already have like, here definitely all this setting, meter, all these things I have adjusted. So, where is my figure just now? This table, I think I moved to chapter 4 already. It's okay, I just find the figures here. Okay, this figure. Okay, let's say this one I have adjusted, I can just copy paste to anywhere, and then I no need to readjust all the like placement setting is already here. Definitely this one already made. I just click on this picture and just change another picture. Okay, like that. You can always copy paste all these things. So you go to another page, you can just copy paste again. Okay, then you can just change to another figures. So don't waste your time doing all these previous tedious steps. I'm showing you because I want you to know how to get this thing if you are doing it for the first time. Okay. Another thing is the long table. Some students like to do summaries in their literature review, and then they have the table is very long, and then oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to cover. Either it's a long table or a horizontal figure. Horizontal figure is, let's say I have these figures. Okay, let's say this figure is very big. I want to put it horizontally. So how I can do this? Right click, setting, rotate sideways. This one placement up to you. Maybe you don't need to put it as here definitely, because it's going to be very weird. When you rotate sideways, it's going to occupy the whole page. So just rotate sideways. So you try to see how is the outcome here. So when you rotate sideways, you will see your pictures, horizontal pictures. It will generate more. Okay, this one. So this is your picture. It's horizontal. You don't ask me, hey sir, why this one is still vertical? When you print out this one is horizontal, so don't ask me why you are still vertical. And the page numbering here, just like this, I cannot change it to here. It become 1 5 over here. It's not a Microsoft Word. Nothing is perfect. Just leave it like that. Okay, so you have the picture is actually rotated horizontally like that. So when you print it out, the caption is over here. It's rotated horizontally. Okay, so this is how you can put a picture rotate sideways. And if you have a very long table, for example, in your literature review, students like to summarize very long tables. So let's say I get this table as examples under literature review. Line section. This one. Just add few more rows here. It's very long. Okay. So when you generate the output, it definitely cannot fit in one page. Literature review. Okay. You see, you cannot fit in one page. The table is very long at the bottom here. So long table, you need a little bit of tricks here. So you cannot straight away use a figure flood like that. But if without figure flood, your table caption will be thin. So what you need to do here is you take out this table here. Your figure flood remain here. I put it the table without figure flood. Figure flood still here. Your figure caption still inside here, but I put the table outside. And then I right click on my table, settings, multi-page. Okay, right click on my table, settings. Okay, go to this multi-page table, click on this, use multi-page table. Okay, you can repeat on the header and all these things, you can play around with it. Just click OK. Then it will become multi-page long table. I'll let you see the results. So this one you cannot fit in. So you take it out, so it become multi-pages. So it span across 3 different pages already. Okay, get it? But the issue is you see some spaces over here, right? By right, it should be follow closely your table here. Let's see another table. Okay, your table should be crossed to your table caption should be crossed to this one. But now you have the long table, your table caption is slightly distant away from this. So what you can do here is you go to after your table captions. Okay, you enter it, then you insert formattings. Insert formattings. Vertical spaces, this one. Insert formatting, vertical spaces. And then this one you have the vertical space here, you do the custom. And then you can just do some, how many base point over here? I can just put point, maybe at minus 20. So I offset it minus 20. So I have vertical space minus 20 point over here. Then when I generate again, you will see this space here will be reduced. Wait about. Yes, like this. Okay. So the space here will be reduced. But you see, my upper part is increased, so the same procedure you can apply over here before the caption. So just put some, maybe this one maybe slightly more, maybe 30. You can play around with it. Okay. And when you generate it, you have the very nice output over here. Okay, like this. So this is a long table. It will span across multiple pages. You can also repeat the title one if you want. So you just see title, you can just click on this. Header on. Okay. So click on it. You have the title repeat on every page. You see title, and then title. Okay, it will be repeated automatically. You want to bold the text here also can. Just click on the text style here. This button, text style. And then you can use family, different type of bold, shape, maybe italic, size you can change larger to you. So it become like this. Okay. The rest, the procedure are also the same. You want to bold the text, also the same procedure. Just click on the text style. Okay. So it will be repeated like that. Okay. So let's see some. This one I show it for you already. Okay, so I think I'll also show it for you. Okay, that's it. I think I have covered everything. This course link has expired. Discord link expired. How to invite again? Invite people. Copy this one. Okay, this is a new Discord link. Try to join it. Okay. How to insert graph? Graph you need to make it in either picture or in PDF. Then you just insert as a figure. It's normal procedure. Okay. Chi An. Any other questions? Yes, one people join Discord. Do I need to use Leak to produce the report or I can use Word also actually? Which department are you coming from, Nicholas? Mechanical department is compulsory. E&E department, I'm not sure. You can ask your FYP coordinator. Maybe E&E department, Dr. Tan, if you are here, you can have to answer this. No, Dr. Tan left already. Okay. E&E, you can ask Dr. Tan. Let's see. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. If no further questions, I think that's all. I will upload this recorded video for you to view later on. So enjoy your thesis writing. I hope a safe thesis writing for you. Good luck. That's all for today. Thank you for joining.